Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be swatching some of my favorite glitter shades that I have in my collection, glitter eyeshadow shades. And my dear friend Lena, she and I were chatting in the comment section of one of my recent videos, and she said, you know what I'd love for you to do is swatch your favorite glitter shades that you have in your collection. Because I do talk a lot about like the fact that I like certain glitters, but then I don't really ever show the glitters or use glitters. I don't use glitters a whole lot. Not because I don't like to use them. It's just that, I don't know, I get palettes and I'm just using the palettes, and a lot of them don't have glitter shades in them. So it's not that I have anything against glitters, because I really don't. I really do like glitter shades, although there's some that I don't love. But I do have several palettes here that I want to swatch some glitter shades for you, so you can see how beautiful these glittery shades are. Now, some of them I would consider true pressed glitters, and some of them are just shimmery shades that have some glittery particles in them. So there's kind of a mix of things here. So let me start off with what I have on my eyelids today. I did use the Suva Beauty Magic Ecstasy palette today. And this shade right here is the glitter shade that I used for this look. I used these three mattes, this black one, this yellow one, and this green one. And I threw this across the entire lid. So I will be swatching this glitter for you. I understand there's a lot of glitters here, but to preserve time and also to get through some of these other palettes, I just thought I would swatch my favorite shade out of this palette. That's the whole point, is to swatch my favorite glitter shades. So let me do that one for you. Hold on, let me pull up my sleeve. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, I'm not a very good swatcher, so I'm going to do my best here, but this may not be the best swatch you've ever seen in your life. And look at how gorgeous that applies to the finger. It's beautiful. It applied really easily to my lid, very easily. Oh, it's so beautiful. And glitters don't swatch the greatest anyway, because they're, you know, glittery, and it's just how they are. But look at how beautiful that shade is. Let me back up just a little bit. I don't know how, you can't really see it that well in my camera because my camera stinks, but it's this beautiful kind of multi-chrome glitter shade. It's got greens, a black, yellow, orange, pink, red, blue. I mean, all the colors pretty much is in that glitter shade, and it's just beautiful. I love it. Now I'm going to show you a shimmer shade that has some glitter particles in it. I'm going to show you the difference between like a true pressed glitter and glittery shimmer shade, I guess. And this is the Juvia's Place, the Nubian Royal palette. And I'm going to be swatching this shade right here. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of like a disco ball. I haven't used it in quite a while, but I love using it. And it is similar to the Suva Beauty one in a sense, because there's glitter in it, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, shimmery, or I don't know how to describe it. It's just got more consistency to it than just the glitter, I would say. And, ooh, yeah, and it swatches beautifully. Look how pretty that is. It's beautiful. I guess I'm kind of too close. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that shade, and it looks so beautiful on the lid. It's got purple and blues and pinks, and it's really nice. It's gorgeous. And it's just got that like kick to it, you know? Like if you're wanting to amp your look up a little bit more than just using a shimmer shade out of that palette, you can grab the glittery shimmer shade and kind of kick it up a notch, I feel. We are going to go into a ColourPop palette. I don't really love the ColourPop pressed glitter formula usually, but there's a couple ColourPop palettes I have where their pressed glitter formula is just a little bit easier to manipulate, not quite so big and chunky. That's the thing I don't love about a lot of the ColourPop pressed glitter formulas, is that they're just too big and chunky, and you get it in your eye and it hurts. It's not fun. But this shade right here is absolutely stunning, this one. And this one is called, Overpacked is what that's called. And it's absolutely stunning. I mean, look at how pretty that is. Very shimmery. And I know I'm using my middle finger. I'm not trying to flip anybody off. It's very shimmery, you know, very, very dynamic. And it, you know, it's glittery, but it has smaller glitter particles in it. So I'm doing the wrong kind of swatching. I always do it on the side of my arm, even though when it's straight ahead of me, it looks fine. But then when I hold my arm up, it looks weird. But look at how beautiful that is. It's pink and gold, and it's just stunning. And it really looks so beautiful on the lids. It does. It really catches the light beautifully. I think I want to say, did I wear that shade on my lid for my daughter's wedding? I think I did, pretty sure. Gorgeous. Love it. And this is a ColourPop glittery shade that I can totally get down with. Then we have another one from ColourPop. This is the Boudoir Noir. And this is so beautiful too. This shade right here, this one is called Bedtime Story. Beautiful light gold glittery shade. And it feels really nice on the skin, like on your finger. It feels nice. It's not like that super gritty, weird glittery. I'm going to try to swatch this over here a little bit more so it looks maybe a little bit better when I hold my arm up. And it's got kind of a silvery base to it too. That didn't help. It's right here. It's just beautiful. And see, you can't really see it in my camera. That's what I hate about my phone. You can't really see it that well. But it's this beautiful, very like elegant looking glittery shade, but not chunky. You know, this one, out of all the ones I've swatched so far, the Suva Beauty one I would say is the chunkiest. Or the more true glitter. These other ones just have more of like a binding agent to them, so they're not quite as chunky glitter, but I think that is such a beautiful shade. It reminds me of like fairy wings. I mean, all three of these do, but this one especially does. It's so beautiful. Then we have another one from ColourPop. This is the All That palette. And this one right here is the real, well, this one's kind of, well, no, this one isn't really glittery. It kind of looks like it is, but it's not really. This one right here, this one is called Uncensored, is really the true glittery shade out of this palette. And it's beautiful. It's got like a red and a gold in it. It's so pretty. Oh yeah. And this I would say is maybe more glittery. Turn my body this way. This one's a little bit more glittery, like it feels more glittery when I swatched it than these three do. It feels more similar to the Suva Beauty shade. So, you know, you do have a little bit of more chunkiness to this shade, but I just think it's gorgeous. And all of these apply so well. I mean, this did not take me any time at all to apply this to my eyelids today. But yeah, and I've used all of these and they're just stunning. Actually, I don't know that I've used that one. I don't think I have used the one out of the All That palette yet, but that swatched beautifully. So I definitely want to get that on my lids soon. But aren't those beautiful? Love it. Then we have the Badass Beauties On Patrol palette. And this is a US indie brand that I just love. And all of these down here are glitters, all of them. And I've used, I think, what, this one? I'm pretty sure this one. And I think this one right here, I think. That's got a little divot in it. I'm pretty sure. And I think today, what should I swatch today? Let's go with this one. This one is called Mrs. Officer. And I'm going to swatch this one since I don't really have a shade like this on my arm yet. Look how beautiful that is. Kind of a blue silver shade. And this is, you know, true glitter. But I mean, it swatches really well. It does. It swatches really pretty. Yeah, it looks nice. I love that. That is so gorgeous. And it's got a lot of really pretty reflex in it. That's what's so fun about glitters, is that they catch the light so uniquely versus just a straight up shimmer because of the beautiful glitteriness that's in them. It just catches the light beautifully. So yeah, I think these are really fun. How beautiful. Then we have the Athena palette from Dido Cosmetics. And this glitter right here is absolutely stunning. And this is, just says the letter V, I believe. But look how pretty that is. It's gold, but it's got a lot of like green and pink, like kind of picking up a lot of the shades that are already in this palette, in this glitter. So let's swatch this. This is a real glitter. She's glittery. Yes, she is. I mean, you can feel the roughness of the glitter. And this, I'm going to have to go into the pan a couple of times, I think. Yeah. Probably just because I'm not the best swatcher in the world. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. Let me just hold my arm straight out. That might be easier for you guys to see them, but isn't that gorgeous? That is so beautiful. Oh, that's pretty. It's got a lot of really pretty reflex in it. I'm like totally contorting myself for this video. Oh, geez. That looks so pretty in the light, especially with my soft box light. You can really see the shifts in color in all these glitters. How fun. So that, of course, was coming from the Athena palette, Dido Cosmetics. Let's go on to Cara Beauty, because I've talked to you guys several times about how I love the Cara Beauty pressed glitter formula. And this is the Life of the Fiesta palette. And we've got 3 pressed glitters in here. We have this one right here called Cinco de Mayo. We have this one right here called Shine On Me. And this one is called One of a Kind. And I think I'm going to go into Shine On Me. It's this kind of like, I don't know, reddish purple glittery shade. Let me swatch that one for you. Oh, I love how these feel. These are very soft, very smushy. These, they don't get in your eyes. You know what I mean? Like, they're just easier to deal with. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So there's the one from Cara Beauty right here. And it's so pretty. It's got this reddish and the gold, and there's some silver in there. Oh, I mean, these would be perfect for like a holiday party, but they'd also be perfect any day of the week. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a holiday to throw glitter on your eyelids. Beautiful. Now I have 3 more palettes I'm going to show you. And these aren't true pressed glitters, but they're just really sparkly shimmer shades. So I just really wanted to throw them in here today, because you don't necessarily have to have pressed glitters to have that really sparkly glitter-like look to your eye looks. So let's start off with the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. And there's a couple of really pretty sparkly glitter-like looking shimmers in here. This one here and this one here. This is my favorite. It's this beautiful chartreuse shade. It looks so beautiful on the lid. And then we have this one here that's kind of like a deep gold, kind of orangey gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch both of those for you. Start off with the orangey gold shade. And I'm using my left hand, so I don't know how good this is gonna turn out, but we'll see. Look how beautiful that is. And it's very sparkly. Of course, you can't really see it in my camera, but it's really sparkly and really pretty. And then let me go into the chartreuse shade. Oh, look how beautiful that looks on the finger. Yeah, oh yeah. That swatches so beautifully. Let me see if I can scoot over here a little bit. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, I love that. So pretty. I'm gonna swatch a little bit more of that so you can see it better. See what I mean? I mean, it, you know, it looks different than the ones I've swatched because they're not true pressed glitters, but they're just so sparkly that they almost kind of look glittery. And I think these are very glitter passing. So I don't know, I just wanted to share my love for these shades with you guys and just show you that you don't necessarily have to use a true pressed glitter to have a glittery eye look. And then we have the Dido Cosmetics Venus palette. And this shade right here is absolutely gorgeous. And it's spelled, I think is it D-E-I-M-O-S? D-E-M-O-S. I can't really tell because I don't have my glasses on. But this is such a beautiful, sparkly shimmer shade. And I just wanted to show you guys how amazing this is. I've used this palette before, and I did post a picture of the look on Instagram, and everybody just went bonkers over how beautiful this shimmer shade looked, because it looks glittery, even though there's, I mean, I don't know, there's like some glittery particles in there. You see, you can't even tell how great that is. But it's just so pretty. And again, it gives you the appearance of having a glitter on your lid, but not having to go through the glitter fallout sometimes. Which I will say that yes, I mean, the glitters I swatched earlier on my other arm, there is going to be a little bit of fallout. Like when I used the Suva Beauty palette today, I did have a little bit of fallout under here, but I have a trick for that I'll talk about here in just a minute. But I think that is a gorgeous shade. The last one is coming from the Naughty palette from BH Cosmetics, and I have to show you something horribly sad. This shade right here, Candied Fruit, fell out. It fell out on my floor. I was doing a top 5 little short with this palette, and I noticed as I was filming that I'm like, where did that shadow go? And I looked down on the floor, and I had already like been moving my feet around in the shade, so it's not salvageable. I kind of stained my carpet a little bit. I was so annoyed. But anyway, it's a gorgeous shade, but it's gone. So the shades that I see in here that look like are the most glittery to me is this one right here called Chestnuts and this one right here called Jingle Bells. Again, they are deceiving because they're not really true pressed glitters, but on the lid they look very glittery, very sparkly. So let's go into Jingle Bells. Why not? This top one up here. It's kind of like a, I don't know, rusty coppery shade. Again, I'm not trying to flip you off. And it's just got this beautiful, shiny sparkle to it. It's so pretty. But, you know, if you're worried about pressed glitters and you don't want to deal with it maybe getting in your eye or falling all over your face, then you can use these kind of shades and still have that glitter-like appearance, is what I'm getting at. Which I've probably over-explained that way too much. but I just think these are gorgeous. Now, like I said, I did get some fallout on my face with the Suva Beauty palette. I did. And what I do is I start off using a wipe and just try to kind of wipe it away. And whatever else I can't get to, or I can't get off, I just take a piece of Scotch tape and like kind of wrap it around my finger with the sticky side out and just go ding, 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 ding on my skin, and it comes right off. And it doesn't do anything to my skin, doesn't hurt my skin at all. But that's the easiest way I know to get it off. Also, I would say to remove glitters, it's really nice to use a makeup removing balm and then use a microfiber towel to get that off. And it actually usually works pretty well. I know that there are people that do struggle with removing glitters, and it's not like I've never struggled with it. I have, but using those types of tips, the tape, just very lightly, and then a makeup removing balm with a microfiber towel, that's usually the best way I've experienced to remove glitters from your eyelids and your face. So let me know if you guys have any of these palettes, what you think of the glittery shades that are in the palettes, what you think of pressed glitters in general. I know they're not everybody's favorite, but I'd love to chat about that in the comment section. And if you guys have any tips for applying glitters or removing them, talk about that in the comment section. In terms of application, I guess I didn't really touch on that. I don't use a glitter glue or any kind of glittery primer or glitter primer because they've always creased my glitter shimmer shades every time. So I just basically load the brush up with the glitter, spray it really good with the setting spray, and then just kind of pat it on my lid. You know, like I said, I do get some fallout, but it's really not that crazy. It's really not that bad. But if you guys have any more suggestions of how to apply or remove glitters, let's go berserko talking about that in the comment section. I think everybody needs all the help that they can get. And I really want to say a huge thank you to Lena for suggesting that I do this video. This was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I do have other glitter shades in my collection. I do, but they're not my favorite. And if the point is to swatch your favorite shades, and that's what I did today. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video, but in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye!
Drop it.